Hello everybody, Manhouse here, and welcome back to my Let's Play of the Banner Saga. Yeah, and let's continue where we left last time. Yeah, everything went sideways. Okay, so where are we even going? Yeah, we need to check out. There is this city. And we are... The rainy week is there, pretty close, so we can... How long are our guys? 2 and 3 days. God damn it. Let's talk first. Look who it is. Still not dead. How are things, Rook? I can never guess with you a kill. I heard you helped drive off the traitors when Onef attacked us. And it leaves me always wondering, what's your deal? It's not so hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling? Yeah. Didn't I? How many times did I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? What you want me to say? Watch out, Onof's going to murder your whole family. He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself. Why did you stick with him? I don't know, Rook. Pablo makes you do weird things. You know what the worst part is? We became kin when he married my sister. She died of fever one night. But she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. I was so furious. I got so angry that I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second thought, but that wasn't enough. I wanted him to feel sick about it, puke his guts out. And somehow that turned into overtime. He never cared, and I gave up, and did what he wanted. Don't know how it happened. But when I attacked you in Frostfell, guess I will just say it wasn't my idea. Could I kill a lot more of them without my hands bound, if that's what you mean? So Rook, I don't have to be your prisoner anymore. So you are going to let me walk around with my own axe and everything. That doesn't mean I'm not watching you. I can accept that. You are a good man. And I need to take a piss. You are not only piss man around here, you know. You shake your head as Akil steps away from camp. Let's hope that wasn't the wrong thing to do. How is the wound? You notice Oddleif wins as she races to greet you. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure. Well, I'm really glad you are. You would have missed me, Rook. She smiles. Without Eywind, that's all you could have done. Instead, you will have to put up with my crap a little longer. It still aches like you wouldn't believe, though. Oh, maybe you would. Heard you took a stabbing yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. How are you too?
I'm doing alright. Sometimes it's lonely since my husband died. I guess I'd say it's more like being alone, even surrounded by all these people. Not like I don't have enough to worry about though. I'm glad to have Alice around. And you, Rook.
What do you think about the caravan?
You mean, should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for successing it. On the other hand, I got a sword in my back.
What left things for a long moment before sighing.
Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thanks. I will take you up to that. You know, you're welcome to keep me company. When I'm a little more awake, I mean. I will talk to you later.
Yeah. Let's hope they have lots of I think it is there. A gaunt man and woman approach the caravan, hands held high. A word-friend man says, "We are poor farmers down on our luck." The woman hits him and says,
We are outlaws, plain and simple. 10 of us, and we will help you in fight for some food up front.
Yeah.
We are so much more than that.
We are so much more than that. The man stops as the woman glares at him. He nods and they shuffle away quietly. It takes until camp is set to notice that few of your supplies have gone missing. God damn it. Yes. Whew. The villagers are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we have seen is some dark figures far away, they tell you. Aside from few young families, they are reluctant to pick up their things and join you. We are gonna buy as much as we can. Yeah. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, so we are in here. I think we are going to Borsgard. Probably. Or Ormsdal. Probably in here because there is a sword. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. But we need more renown too. Oh, there's the gods though. Mother screams low, flawed from the caravan. Her daughter lies dead in the tent.
We all know who did this.
She's staring directly at the woman she scuffled with previously.
Murder over marriage. In these times, something must be done. The accused woman remains silent. Investigate the death. The healer joins you in inspecting the young girl's corpse. An old infection, says the healer. No punctures, no choking, no poison. She died of disease. We will report the news to the caravan. The mother admits that she had always known her daughter was ill. And everyone moves on. Yeah. A scout returns with nearly frozen child. I almost stepped on her in the snow. Looks like she must have been running from something, he says. Patches of blue muddle her pale skin, but her chest rises and falls ever so slightly. Even just carrying her along would kill her instead like this. Even just carrying her along could kill her instead like this, says a woman. We could be in danger here, points out other. As counter-rise fire-built who is covered in fur and ornaments. Process is slow, but soon you see a girl alive enough to swallow water and some heated broth. When you wake the next day, the healer tells you the girl should be fine in time. Nice. And whose godstone is this?
Who are you?
Our caravan is starting to get a little bit big. But it might be a good thing. The imposing godstone of Björulf approaches. His severe visage makes it feel like he's watching you even now. The caravan spread out, happy to be free of the conflict, confining forest and in the open fields. Hagen pulls you aside to show you some red berries growing on the ash tree that looks like it was chopped down long ago. These shouldn't be growing here, he says excitedly. I haven't seen these in a long time. He and Morgan busily go around collecting the berries. In fact, the honor of Björulf, some of the caravan crack kegs of meat and wine before anyone can stop them. Do the only cause that matters, they shout. Everyone drinks and you are glad for the merriment that has swept over the caravan. You look up the godstone, Björulf's head surrounded by images of cask and drinking horns. Though he was always depicted as being stern, Björulf was one of the most popular gods of men and war, the one who taught them how to brew. It seems like more than coincidence that the long fields around Björulf's stone have always been excellent for growing anything you could need for a good drink. Yeah, join the merrymakers. You accept the meat being to you and settle in enjoying one of the few times you have felt good since leaving Skugger. Somehow, despite everything that's happened, you are able to let it go for a
As hour becomes late, the caravan is eventually ready to get back on the road. Day by Bjorulf's stone is one of the few memories that hasn't been tarnished by a specter of bad fortune. You think to yourself. Godstone. Godstone. We still need more renown so we can buy more supplies. Oh! We are in the rape. Several women are talking expressively at the young girl found nearly frozen to death, now called Oakfrosta. The quiet child's face expresses quiet terror, aggressively chopping at the dirt with the stick, with which she clearly used to draw on the ground. Yeah. The markings are somewhat intricate. The squares and circles could be wagons, including the depiction of yokes in front. The line from the yokes leads to deeper gorges where Alcfrosta has jabbed the stick repeatedly. Depending on how you look at it, though, it could be almost anything. You're safe, Alcfrosta, you say, looking into the girl's blue eyes. She calms a bit before stepping towards you. Using her stick to point at the deep gorges in the ground she previously made, she whispers, Edin, it doesn't mean anything to you, but you feel like you connected with her a bit. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Greenvik is more of a smattering of farmhouses than a proper town. Though judging by stray dredge stalking through empty fields, it is barely even that anymore.
Greenvik comes and goes as a long series of farmhouses, abandoned and crawling with dredge. The farmers have probably already fled to Borsgard. You try to hurry past, but you are eventually spotted. Dredge start ambling in your direction. What is that? Points Oidlev up near one of the longhouses. In the distance, a large person, clothes seemingly covered in blood, is cursing loudly and stumbling around. He staggers into a longhouse, laughing. Dredge, heading in your direction, turns back roaring and begin to bound the longhouse door. They seem to be on the ground against this particular person. You doubt the door will hold long. Yeah, let's go help. Against my better judgment, we should probably do something, you say. The others agree, even though it means putting them all at risk. As you quietly approach, the dredge have managed to splitter the door and break through. Hey! Shouts Warl, wearing all red, standing on the other side of the dredge. Came all the way up here just for me? He seems unconcerned about the dredge as he hoists his enormous sword. Oh. Well, Ivar? Grumr? Rook? Which one? Palette or left? Or maybe... Let's do it like this. Yeah. Sorry, Grumr. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
I think we need to get rid of this guy. First. There. Go! Oh no! Let's do this one. Let's go! Planets. Let's go! Let's steal the armor from him. There we go. Oh no, not kill. Poor Ivor. These guys have... Don't hit Alex. Thank you. Really?
Yeah, I hate these guys.
No.
You go to sleep. Yeah. I know. And I know. Only 9.
Welcome to my meat house. Shinkbjörn's house of meat.
I wasn't expecting a wall from far south. Or this drunk.
I can see that.
These people... There are people huddled in the corners of the meat hall, looking on the uneasiness. Who are all these? Who are you people?
No, they are friends. They made this place. It's not really mine.
You lured Reds back to the room full of unarmed people. What is wrong with you?
Come on, I saved everyone in here. They shared some fine drinks, the best drinks. Wait, I was saving your ass, remember that part? If you know you'd come up here, you could have told me.
What do we do with this guy? Yeah. Anyone here is welcome to join us. Townspeople show you a huge stack of barrels filled with quality meat and help you haul them back to the caravan.
I will miss this place. Good memories.
Nice. With some help, you gather up the cask of meat and head back to the caravan. Sigbjorn and the other survivors in tow. The caravan gives the boisterous wall a large berth as you set out of Bergskar. Okay, so how far? Oh. We are so close. Nice. Not too shabby. What did I do? Sigbjorn wakes in a pool of his own sick. Why am I surrounded by small people? The other clansmen let him sleep off his drunken super on the ground, and this morning he is paying the price. Reluctantly, your clansmen offer any food and drink they can scrounge together for the morning wall. When one offers thin meat, he pushes it away.
In fact, take this away from me, he says,
handing you his massive meat stain. Eventually, Sigbjorn comes to you.
I won't get into details, he says. I was supposed to bring those casks from Rainvik back to Bergskar. I drank maybe half by accident. Point is, You don't tell anybody what happened, and I won't tell anyone about the meat you got, okay? Trust me on this one.
You agree and get back on the travel. Let's see how many days our guides are. 3. Oh, shite. 3 again. Let's rest the 3 days then. Great morale. Nice. And then we are leaving. And we are leaving. Yeah, because there might be a fight just before we get there. Or might not be. Yeah. I don't know. Because I don't see the city. A trail of blood leads to a clearing where you find a large wounded warrior. He is gnawing on his shield, swearing at no one in particular, and occasionally slamming his gouge on the ground. If not the heavy bleeding, you'd leave this one alone without a second thought. In the heartbeat, the wall is on his feet, swinging his massive weapon. You jump clear as the gudgeon smashes ground. Your party scatters to avoid falling timber. Once you recover, the wall is long gone, leaving only another trail of blood, which you decide against following this time. Yeah, probably the greatest idea. Yeah, I thought we could help him, but no. Up ahead, Scout shouts. Some giant hall, but it's empty. You approach the structure but recognize none of the markings. The wall seems unsteady at best. Finally, sleeping beneath roof, you overhear several families begin unpacking. Several villagers search the building with weapons drawn. Just as they are announcing an all clear, a wall leans against the support, which gives way and a third of the structure crumbles. Luckily no one is injured, but you leave the crumbling building behind. Yeah, probably the greatest idea. There is the place.
As we pass steep cliffs, the sprawl of Boersgard comes into
Boersgard.
a city of contrasting rich and poor, opportunity and gamble. Our best hope for salvation, or our graves.
Oh no. Chapter 7. The Slayer and the something. Oh, this is a big city. Finally you arrive in Boersgard, where the wall stretches for miles in both directions and are littered with bodies of dredge, warl and men. Excuse the mess, shout a voice from above the gates. Looking up, you spy striking warl, his face red with matted black hair. Movement at the gate catches your eye. Dredge are still banging on the gate doors. Without luck, let us in, you shout. Sigbjorn pushes past. I won't be hearing the end of this for a while, he says, before yelling. Open up, bulwark. They dug me out of Rainvik. You hear a laugh echoing on the wind as the door creaks. A dozen armed men led by a massive warl makes quick work of the dredge and ushers you into the city. Usher.
You may be interested to know they brought a mender.
You didn't go to get mender. Where's the meat?
Sigbjorn shrugs apologetically. I guess the Mender will do. Either we have got a chance now, or we are completely screwed.
Amruk, we have come a long ways. Some as far as Skogar. Are you in charge here?
In charge of Governor, I suppose. Listen, if you have something to tell him, say it now. Otherwise, you are on your own. I don't care where you go, but stirring up trouble is probably the only reason you will see me again. It won't be a talk. Mender, come along. We are going to go see the Governor. Bolverk and Siekenborn leave with Eyvind, who goes willingly, signaling that he is fine.
Payan,
This is just like Frostfeller all over again.
it's nothing like Frostvallan. The one in Bearskin is probably leading the Ravens. Ravens, is that good or bad? It depends on who they are working for. Hopefully it means the governor and not someone trying to strong-arm their way into his seat.
I guess we wait for Edwin to tell us, if he comes back.
I'm not worried about Edwin. I'm worried about the army of refugees we brought, who don't belong here.
You're probably right. Nobody ever uttered a nice thing about Borsgard, so what now?
We ought to go to the docks and see what our options are, in case we need to leave quickly. Did you notice the guards when we came in?
What guards?
I have a feeling the Ravens are all they got left. Something serious went down. And when Blower gets here, he's going to walk right through this place without even breaking his stride.
Let's keep that to ourselves now. So the dogs. One renown gets one. What the frick? Well, we still need to buy some. Okay, so let's see where we are probably going. We are here. So if we take a boat, we could get here, or we could get here. And go here or here. Yeah. Yeah, but I think we are gonna end this episode here and continue on the next one. But thanks for everybody who came to watch this video, and if you liked it, give it a like, leave a comment, and if you really liked it, keep my channel sub, and see you next time. Bye bye!